Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips for Campus Nation, and welcome to girls high school basketball coming from Westerville South, just outside Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, we've got girls varsity basketball. In fact, it's senior night tonight. Hilliard Darby at Westerville South. The game is going to be starting about 7:30, they're telling us. This is senior night, so it will be backed up a little. But we are giving you sort of bonus coverage. This is the JV game that we're seeing right now. Right now, we've got Darby leading Westerville South 30-16.
15.
Is it 15? Yeah. So they've doubled up on them. It's 2:11 left in the fourth quarter. Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is our first broadcast from Westerville South. We've just added a Westerville South channel, and we look forward to doing other sports for Westerville South besides basketball. Obviously, getting into the spring, maybe we'll do some baseball and some softball. And so stay tuned to the Westerville channel for all kinds of good sports and entertainment. One note we will make is the Wilmington boys are in action tonight at the gym on Wilmington's campus at 7:30. So we invite anybody in the Wilmington area to obviously go down and see the game. Tonight's game at Westerville South will take the place of that boys basketball game. And we also want to remind you that next Friday we've got a big game up here at Westerville South. The number 9 Dublin Jerome team, the Celtics, will come in to play the Westerville South Wildcats. Westerville South ranked 8th in the state. Dublin Jerome ranked 9th. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to our broadcast crew, and we'll give you a little bonus coverage for about the next minute 44, and then maybe we'll do some talking here. We've got Tony Mancuso. He's going to be doing some color today, and obviously Dave Martin, who is the talk guru from Columbus. And as always, our play-by-play, AJ. AJ, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Well, it's 31-17. Darby in the lead in our JV game. Madison Peterson is at the line shooting foul shots. She misses it. Darby gets the rebound. Gives it back over to Peterson. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Yep. And a charge going to be called against number 21, Taylor James, for Westerville South.
Well, so far it's been all Hilliard Darby, but this next ball game should be a nice, evenly matched game.
Peterson threw that one up, no good, gets her own rebound, throws another one up, no good as well, and another rebound for Darby. Robertson gave it off, working it around. McCurdy threw it inside, no good. Here come the Wildcats down the court. James looking to take it all the way. She's trapped. Passes it outside. James, no good. Airballed that one. Rebounded by Darby.
Less than a minute to go. Early special action here from Westerville South High School.
Inside, foul, and no, the bucket. Foul before the shot. She's still going to get 2 shots.
Doesn't look like they give you continuation over here in the JV level, does it?
No.
It's a nice bucket there with the pressure on her.
Pizzurio is going to be shooting 2 shots. It's 31-17. Hilliard Darby in the lead. 48.1 seconds left to go in the junior varsity game.
Looks like the cameraman's doing a good job zooming in there in the free throw lane.
Nice blue shoes.
Yeah, those are very stylish blue shoes.
Lady at the line has 5 points this evening.
Ooh.
No good on the first shot. Second shot is up. That one's good. 32-17, 48.1 seconds left. South brings it up the court. That's Robert, number 21, James. Kick it outside, three-pointer. Wow,
good.
Nice three-point shot, number 32, McClary for 3, 32-20. Maybe too little too late, though, with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, where was that all night?
They haven't really shot the ball well. Neither team has.
Oh, nice turnaround.
Missouri again for 2.
Nice
She's leading
turnaround.
scorer now with 8 points. 10 seconds remaining. Kicks it outside. No
Outside
3.
ball.
Oh, airballed that one. 33 Peterson.
Looks like that's gonna about
Robertson throws it up. Going to hit the rim. That is no good. Our final score for the junior varsity game, Hilliard Darby 34, Westerville South 20 in your junior varsity game. Coming up in just a little bit here on senior night, the 11-8 Westerville South varsity girls Wildcats taking on the 2-13 Hilliard Darby Panthers here from Westerville South Gymnasium.
Well, Tony, you're going to have to go down there and talk to your buddy Jeff. They're going to have a few more practices. Any observation here and what you witnessed?
Yeah, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me. This is like old hometown, being in a girls' basketball game. It's been, I'll tell you something, I had the privilege of doing the color for the 1980. This is how long ago it was. The 1980 University of Dayton
can't even
Flyers
remember that far.
women's national champions, not runners-up, not a team that was 4th in their league, the national champions, Division II. And matter of fact, they played a Division I schedule all year, including several Big Ten teams. And most people that know women's basketball will tell you that might have been the best team in the nation that year, even though they were the Division II title.
Wow. That's going back a ways. And that's when, is that kind of like when girls basketball on the collegiate level first kind of really took off?
Well, yeah, back in it really started kind of in the mid to late 70s, and Dayton was the 1980 champion. And if you remember, you probably don't, but the NCAA wasn't even the sanctioning body of it in those days. It was the AIAW.
Oh, really?
Remember that? You don't remember that?
Not really, but you know.
The NCAA didn't take it over till seems like the mid 80s or so.
Okay. Huh. Well, now, you know, girls sports, girls athletics has really taken off even on the professional level. And,
no question.
There's always a pretty good following, and, you know, I've had a chance to see a lot of different girls high school basketball around the state, and the talent level is really growing all the time.
Yes, and around here, if you recall, in the mid-'90s, we had the professional women's basketball, the Columbus Quest.
I'd go there and watch the games, took my daughter.
Two-time champion themselves, too.
That's right.
Again, a tremendous basketball team with a lot of talent.
And that was a lot of fun watching those ball games.
Yes, it sure was. Yeah. Now, that league didn't last. It kind of merged into the WNBA, but that was some talented basketball back in those days.
Well, Katie Smith helped lead the charge right here at OSU grad and
Nikki
everything.
McCrae, remember Nikki McCrae?
Okay.
So you definitely had a lot of talent on that team, coached by Brian Agler, who ended up being the coach of the Minnesota franchise for a while in the WNBA. So it was no podunk league. It was done well.
Yeah. Well, you actually have a pretty good background in basketball, following the Dayton Flyers, and you follow the Buckeyes, and you have a pretty good handle on what's going on. What's your opinion? Why don't you give us a little brief overview on this year's Dayton Flyers team, and what do you think about the Buckeyes?
Well, really, this is a great year for college basketball in Ohio, men's college basketball. You got a scenario where you got several teams that are going to get in a big dance. Ohio State, of course, is going to get in. Dayton's going to get in. Xavier's going to get in. UC is going to get in. You're talking 4 major Division I programs within a 70 to 100 mile radius. And not many states have that. North Carolina might, and Indiana might, but Ohio certainly does.
Yeah. You remember last year in the NCAA tournament when that team, UD, beat your guys as Ohio State Buckeyes? Guess who called that game?
See, I'll tell you something. Yeah, but wait a minute.
No, my predictions, I'm never wrong. I know the screen.
First of all, I don't know that he should take credit for it. There were 3 lead changes in the last 7 seconds.
It was nuts.
So he could have been wrong. or
You
right
were sweating bullets
or wrong.
because Rick and me
No,
were over
let
at
me
your
tell-
office.
hold
you
on.
were sweating bullets in that ball game.
I want to say something that very few people in this country
Yeah.
had the same scenario.
Uh-oh.
But I couldn't lose that day because I was a graduate of both schools.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And that was amazing. We were looking at the bracket, laughing at that at the
Yeah.
courthouse.
Yeah.
I was saying, I forget the matchup exactly, but let's say Boise State versus Syracuse. I said, how many people in this country can say they graduated from both sides
Yeah,
of the bracket,
that's right.
Boise State and Syracuse,
Right,
or
right.
Gonzaga and Boston College,
Yeah.
or Texas A&M and
Yeah.
Duke?
Yeah.
Whereas I had the lucky privilege of
Yeah.
being on both sides of Dayton and OSU.
Yeah.
So quite honestly, Dave, I loved them both and really didn't care who won. So I was a winner either way. And quite frankly,
But you had in your basketball bracket, you actually had the Buckeyes.
yeah,
didn't you?
and listen, Dayton ended up in the Elite Eight, and I went to Memphis to, to watch that Elite Eight game with Dayton and Florida.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
great trip.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Well, tonight's a special bonus preview, and I had the privilege of coming in earlier this past week, actually last Friday, and hooking up with the AD here at Westerville South, Buck Weaver, and worked hard and worked my voodoo magic to be able to secure the privilege to be able to bring this game tonight. Then the big game next Friday night, the rematch with Westerville South, once beaten by, of all teams, Dublin Jerome. That will be the big rematch.
be.
It'll be right here on the same court. And everybody, there's been a lot of buzz all over Central Ohio and over in Dublin and Westerville about this upcoming game. It's going to help wind down the regular season. So very happy to secure the permission from
Right.
the AD and from the head coach here at Westerville South.
And I'll tell you
And,
what, Dave, I can't remember a time in Central Ohio basketball where there's been 4 teams ranked in the top 10 at once.
That's exactly
it's
right.
it's an amazing thing. I had a chance to see Gahanna Lincoln play Reynoldsburg on Tuesday night, and I don't know that they've got a state title in their future.
Yeah.
But who knows? You never know. Team can get hot at the end and roll it on out. But I just don't think that that's a team that's going to win it.
Well, I do have the top boys high school polls right here, and we can go ahead and go over it because one of the teams that Rick and AJ's been covering all year long is one of the top teams in the state, and they fit in right here at number 3, the Wilmington boys basketball team, having suffered one loss, right, Rick? And that was to the defending state champs from Kentucky. What was it, Covington Catholic?
Cupcap out of Kentucky,
Cupcap,
right,
okay.
just across the river.
Right, so, Central Ohio is well represented. And number 1, did you say you're familiar with that team, Rick? Sylvania?
Sylvania Southview, they're up north towards Toledo. They play in the same league with like Bowling Green and those teams up there. I'm not going to say that they're not deserving of number 1. They're undefeated, so they're certainly going to be up there. But I would say that the teams that they play are probably not the same caliber that you'd see here in Central Ohio or down in the Southwest towards the Wilmington, the G-Walk down there. Or maybe up in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But still, I think that until they get knocked off, they're probably going to remain number 1.
In looking here, scanning on down. So if you drop on down, number 4, you see is Huber Heights Wayne, and we just had the privilege of broadcasting that game the other night. They're number 5. Okay, number 5. And what an exciting ball game that was against Wilmington. Then you drop down here to number 6. You have Dublin Kaufman. And, of course, I have buddies, and their sons are the couple of the key Jerome players. But they had said all along that they were worried that Kaufman had the better of the 2 teams. But you see Kaufman here at number 6. And then you have Westerville South at number 8, having only 1 loss to Dublin Jerome at number 9. And then Gahanna Lincoln at number 10. So very strong from Central Ohio. A lot of good high school basketball. And we still have a few key games left this season, and then we jump into the tournaments. And very excited for tournament time, and we'll be finding out who we're going to be broadcasting or following for tournament time. Rick's working out some details right now, and of course, that will be posted on the Campus Nation site. And, of course, you can get more information on Facebook, Riding Away with Dave, and other various sources. So it's an exciting time of the year. And what is it, March Madness? How far away is that, Tony?
March the 17th, I think.
Yeah.
Or 18th. March 18th is when the first four starts at Dayton.
And the tournament starts where
March
else
18th
but
at
Dayton, Ohio.
At UD Arena, which I've seen probably 300 college basketball games there maybe in my life. So, quite a few.
Okay.
It's like my home court almost, Dave.
Now, did you get the what's the records here of these two teams tonight, AJ, and the matchup for tonight?
Westerville is 11-8. Hilliard Darby is 2-13.
Oh, Hilliard Darby's 2-13. Okay, so their girls are still kind of probably a young team, maturing type of team, and they play in a tough conference.
Yeah.
So you know,
I've seen Westerville South play a couple, 3 times. You know, again, they're up and down. Much better than what you saw out of their junior varsity team.
Yeah.
So it should be an interesting ball game.
Yeah, it looks like the Hilliard girls team, they've got some height to them and stuff. So it's interesting. Like I say, this is just a special preview broadcast of girls Friday night high school basketball here at Westerville South. And we wanted to run a test because the big game for us is Friday night in a big rematch with the boys team. And we want...
That'll be a great one.
Uh-oh. Special announcement by my buddy Buck.
Well, it's not a Mercedes, so it's not your car, Tony.
Yeah, and I can't afford those type of cars anymore.
Special announcement being made here.
I'm down in the Toyota range.
We've got about
I'm lucky to even have that, Rick.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's not like the old days.
Well, Dave told me you were going to bankroll some big operation he wants to get.
Yeah,
he
sure.
is. That's underground operation. That's
right.
Yeah, that's an underground
you
operation.
Give me the money, I'll bankrupt it. I'll bankrupt anything.
Yeah, there you go. So.
I mean bankroll. I'm sorry.
Bankroll, yeah. Well, it might be both.
Wrong.
Yeah, you might do both. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I want to do momentarily? I'm going to hand the mic over to someone else because I need to go get some water and be ready to go.
Okay. We'll set the mic down here. Me and Rick can go ahead and fill in for you and stuff. So we've got about, 4 minutes till tip-off, Rick, but I think there's going to be some senior activities here before the start of the game.
Yeah, typically on these senior nights, what they'll do is they'll have the parents with the student-athlete, and they'll introduce them. They'll give you information about, if they've got a scholarship, where they're going, or, if they're where they're going on in life after basketball. Because obviously, in a lot of cases, these seniors will be, going to college and maybe playing basketball. Some of them may just be going on to a college.
Yeah.
But that's what senior night's all about, and that should happen here in the next few minutes. So I would expect that our broadcast will probably get underway at probably the original time of about 7:30.
Okay.
They had bumped this up to a 7 o'clock start, but that was because they were allowing that extra half an hour for the senior night activity.
Yeah. Well, another thing, too, here in the Columbus area, there was some sort of major accident on 270, which kept the Hilliard Darby team from arriving on time, Rick. So they were running a little bit behind because of the accident and because of the team arriving late. So no problem. We're on the air, and the people's probably at home enjoying themselves, and they've got their smartphones turned on, their laptop computers, their big screen TVs, because believe it or not, you can actually, now if you have a smart TV, stream it right to your 50-inch smart TV.
Right. If you've got a Roku box, and in fact, I'm waiting to get the word. I uploaded the game between Wilmington and the defending Kentucky State champions. That is going to be the first game that we've put on the Roku, and we're still in the test stages with that, but obviously with the Roku box, there is a Campus Nation channel, and we will put that information on the website as soon as we know that it's up and operating. And it will allow us not only to have video on demand of all the games and all the things that we've covered, but it'll also give us the ability to do live streaming. So you'll be able to watch these games live, just like you watch on your smartphone or your tablet or your laptop over your television set. And regardless of whether it's a 96-inch or it's a 32-inch, you'll see it in all its glory right there on the big screen in your home.
And that's really cool. And one of the things to let people know that I've been working really hard, and like I say, we've got the special presentation coming up, the special game next Friday night Dublin Jerome, bringing their one-loss record, and it was just a recent loss here to Hilliard Bradley, one of the tough teams in their conference here in Westerville South. And I know I've heard the scuttlebutt, and Westerville South is really anticipating, looking forward to this rematch, because I think they'd like to take a little revenge out on the Jerome boys.
Well, as I recall, the Celtics beat them by 12 points at their home.
Yeah.
They're up in Dublin, but I think that they're probably going to be laying in wait for Jerome to come back in here next Friday night, and we may see the luck of the Irish may not pay off, but I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, they're two very well-coached teams. They're a nice matchup, and I think this is going to be a type of game where they're going to find out how they look going into tournament time, because, a boys' high school basketball tournament's going to be a couple weeks away.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of good teams that are in the top 10 right here in the area. Now, in the Southwest area, you've got 4 or 5 good teams as far as in the Cincinnati region, with Mason being number 2 right now.
Yeah.
And then you've also got, obviously, Wilmington and Wayne, and Centerville's going to be tough in the districts as well. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out of that Southwest district. I have my money. If you're going to put your money on anyone, I'm going to do it on Wilmington.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, the Wilmington Hurricane have an absolutely fantastic team. So I guess we're going to get underway with
no, it looks like they're going down to the locker rooms. Looks like they're clearing the court, I guess.
I think they're going to get underway with the senior stuff. They've got the balloons coming out here.
Yeah, there you go.
And so we will be bringing you senior night and the announcements and the appreciation and awards and all that. So that'll get underway here right now.
Good evening and welcome to Westerville South High School. We're happy to have you with us tonight as we celebrate senior night for our girls basketball players, their parents, and their families. We congratulate our seniors and their families for the dedication to the Westerville South girls basketball program. Being a member of the Lady Cat basketball family is a special experience and one that lasts a lifetime for our student athletes. Before we begin with our Lady Wildcat seniors, we would like to recognize the seniors playing for Hilliard Darby High School. Number 3, Caitlin McCarthy. Number 5, Rachel Engel. Number 11, Nicole Carter. Number 24, Becca Staszowski. And number 32, Grace Handrock. And now let's meet our Wildcat seniors. Our first senior is Adriana Boyette, number 22. Adriana is being escorted by her parents, Chris and Allison Boyette. Adriana has been playing basketball since 5th grade. Adriana has been accepted to Ohio State University, Xavier University, and Padua University, but she is currently undecided where she will attend. Congratulations, Adriana, and good luck in the future. Our next senior is Audrey Sylvester. Audrey is escorted by her parents, Vincent G, and sisters Mary Grace and Rachel. Audrey participates in church choir and superintendent's advisory, and she is an academic veteran. After high school, she is unsure of where she will be going, but plans to play basketball next year and plans to become a physical therapist. She would like to thank Coach Williams for his hard work and her family and friends for their support. Also, a big thanks to her teammates who made this season amazing. Congratulations, Audrey. Good luck in the future. Our next senior is Chanel Moore. Chanel Moore is being escorted by her mother and dad and her family. She has played varsity since freshman year. She also played volleyball and now runs track. Chanel is actively involved in National Honor Society and being a role model for her teammates and her siblings. She would like to thank her parents for all the time and money they put into her basketball career, and to her siblings for all of the extremely constructive criticism that happens after every single game. After high school, Chanel will be attending William Jesuit to play basketball and, of course, study nursing. Congratulations, Chanel. Good luck in the future. Our next senior is Dominique Patterson. Dominique is being escorted by Demona Patterson, David Clark, and Sean Showalter. Dominique enjoys eating, sleeping, and working out. Dominique has a 3.4 GPA and plans on majoring in accounting. Good luck with everything in the future, Dominique. Our last senior is Erin Sylvester. Erin is being escorted by her parents Jean and Vince and sisters Mary Grace and Rachel. Erin is a member of National Honor Society Church Choir as well as the Superintendent's Advisory. She is an academic letter winner as well. Erin is undecided about which university she will attend in the fall. She would like to thank her family and friends for their continued support. Congratulations, Erin. Let's give one last round of applause for all of our seniors and congratulate them and thank them for their experience.
Always a touching night, huh, Dave?
Real nice.
Kind of sad, but happy too.
As the host of tonight's game, the athletic department of Westerville South High School welcomes you to tonight's basketball game between Hilliard Darby High School and Westerville South High School. And thanks you for your support of our high school student athletes. The student athletes, the coaches, and the officials put great effort into preparing for this game. Please respect them for their efforts and remember to respect the game regardless of the outcome. The officials assigned to the game tonight have met requirements set by Ohio High School Athletics Association and have been approved by both schools to provide their important role in tonight's game. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests here at Westerville South High School, and you are requested to so regard them and to so treat them in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now let's meet the players in tonight's game. For visiting Hilliard Darby, number 2, Bethany Alabusan. Number 10, Reagan Parsley. Number 12, Sam Seck. Number 14, Jessica Cox. And number 32, Grace Amrock. The Panthers are coached by head coach Jody Corbis. Now let's meet our Lady Cats of Westerville South. Number 11, Chanel Moore. Number 12, Dominique Madison. Number 22, Adriana Abuela. Number 24, Aaron Sylvester. And number 33, Audrey Sylvester. The Lady Cats are coached by head coach Silas Williams. Good luck tonight, girls.
Hey, we're about ready to go. Live action from Westerville South, Tony.
Yeah, nice lively crowd too here on senior night.
Well, Friday night and the weather's not too bad. People should have been able to make it in. Anybody who wanted to attend the game and see some people's made the trip from Hilliard too. So, AJ, you about all set, brother?
Yeah, I've been set, man.
Okay, you
All right, AJ.
You're watching girls high school basketball live on campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Tip-off is up. We're underway. South with the basketball, number 12. Dominique Patterson brings it up, gives it off to number 33, Sylvester. Sylvester gives it to Sylvester. That one almost stolen away. Good job picking it back up. She almost got a 5-second call.
Looks like a 2-3 zone for Darby.
Patterson with the jumper. That's an air ball.
Oh, nice
Good save. Ball still loose. Ooh, and over the back. I think that one was last touched by Darby.
Yeah, should have made it where she could have picked it up in the backcourt. But the people with the stripes, I guess they get to make the final decision, right?
Yep, they do.
That's right, they're in charge. Right or wrong, they're in charge.
The Cox ball stolen away by the Wildcats. Nice pass. Goes up hard and the bucket.
Great dish. How about that?
Good ball handling, good passing.
Absolutely textbook on the fast break. Gave it up at the right time.
Moore with the bucket.
Shooting for 3.
She'll have a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Loved it. Great play all the way around.
The shot is up, and it's no good.
Yeah, it's an air ball, so it should be out of bounds.
How about the dish, though? I loved it, huh?
Yeah. Nice work.
Gave it up right at the right time. Beautiful lay-in. Good work by the Wildcats.
Foul was on number 10, Reagan Carsey. She has the basketball right now for Darby, and there's a foul. I don't know if that's on the floor or with a shot. That was on the floor.
No, it looks like.
No, that's 2 shots.
It was an aggressive move to the basket. Nice move to the bucket and drew the foul.
Carsey will be shooting 2 at the line for the Panthers. First one's up and good.
Everybody's got their routine at the foul line. I love it. Don't you love it?
Second shot good as well. We're all tied up at 2 apiece.
And there's no way to teach it, guys. You just have to get comfortable with your own style.
A lot of it's all about a superstition,
whatever
too.
your own style is.
Yeah.
Patterson gave it off to Robertson. No, to Voyette. Bucket, airballed that one. Ball's going back to Darby, number 12. Patterson was on the shot.
A little offline, but she had the right idea. It was an easy 15-foot jumper.
Alakusin brings it up the court for the Panthers. Looking to run their sets, run their offense, gives it off. Jumper, no good. Nice save.
Yeah.
They're looking for a three, looking to get it inside. The girl inside wants it. Ball's tipped in the air, but there's going to be a foul against South. Number 33 charged with the foul. Sylvester. Three-pointer in the corner is up and airballed. Rebounded by Patterson. Here comes South down the court in transition.
Whoop.
And she's fouled on the pass.
Foul from behind.
I like how Patterson pushed it.
Yeah, she did. I almost thought she was going to go coast to coast there,
Right,
Tony.
exactly. And, you know, seems like South wants to speed up the tempo.
Carsey with her second already. 6:22 left to go in the first.
Ready, substitute number 11, Nicole Carter.
Carter comes in the game. Ball's inbounded. Patterson dishes it in the corner. No good for three. Ball's going to stay with South.
Yep, it looks like Darby's still staying in that 2-3, Tony.
And, again, an effective defense, especially on the out-of-bounds play. Tough to man up on a
Nice pass. No good,
out-of-bounds
though, on the
play.
bucket by Moore. Now Darby in transition. Alakusin with the basketball. She dishes it off. Number 12, Sek. Bad pass, stolen away.
playing with
Sylvester
some
took
kind
it
of
away.
hand injury. I'm wondering if that's affecting her ability to handle the ball. Wrapped up.
Yeah.
Patterson got the pick, takes it all the way, gets it blocked. It's going to stay with South. We're still tied at 2-2, 5:47 remaining in the first quarter. South inbounds underneath their own bucket. Gets it in. Jumper right away from Patterson, too short. Nice rebound.
Oh, a steal. Darby on a nice steal. Good defensive play there.
And now Alakusin, good defense by Patterson. She gets it off. Number 14, Cox with the basketball. And that one is stolen away. They get it off. Here we go on the other end. Voyette.
Oh, nice move. Up.
Three-pointers up and, oh, just no good. Good shot, though, by Voyette.
I like Alakusin as a freshman point guard. Looks like she's got some kind of hand injury, but she can handle the basketball and move the offense, that's for sure. Good-looking ball player.
Sek gets it inside, kicks it back out to Cox. Cox throws the ball over. Nice pass inside, goes up strong, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats.
Get it out, South.
3-on-2,
Up.
and a travel. She scooted that pivot foot.
I think South's more effective day playing fast.
Yeah, it looks like they're an up-tempo type of
Right.
team. But you have to play under control. We've seen that a lot of times. Girls get out of control a little bit, and you make those silly turnovers.
Alakusin brings it up the court for Darby. Nice pass to Cox. Cox can attempt a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Patterson and South, but a bad pass. She had to try to save that one. Ball still loose. It's going to go back to the Wildcats.
Yeah. I think the girls are trying to find themselves because we've had a few turnovers right here in a short period
Little
of time.
sloppy
Yeah.
on both ends.
Patterson brings the ball up the court for the Wildcats. Nice pass. Back over to Patterson. She's going to drive, kicks it off. Bad pass in the corner. That one looked like it was knocked out of her hand. Sek loses it. Ball's on the floor. We got 2-on-2. Nice pass inside, but she lost the ball.
Great pass, but Sylvester couldn't get her hands on it.
Yeah.
Sylvester would have had an easy bucket if she would have
It's
held
the
on to
old
that
saying,
basketball.
you got to catch the ball first before you can
Yep,
do anything with it.
The girls may have to put a little Rosamond here at the
Catch
end of
the
the first
ball.
quarter.
You can't score without the ball.
Elacusa, nice dish to Cox. She can't hit the bucket. Jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Darby. Man, that would have been a great bucket by Cox if she could have pulled that one down.
Looks like both teams are playing unselfishly. Good passing, but a little bit of trouble handling the ball.
Very good defense. Just still a 2-2 game. Set goes up, no good. Rebounded by the Cats. She's trapped. Gets it off to Patterson. Patterson, nice pass inside. Sylvester with the layup off the glass.
Nice move there, Tony.
There you go. That time she caught the ball and put it up and in.
Yep.
Elacusa now with the basketball.
She must have been listening to us, Dave.
She dishes it off. Cox throws it over to Sek. Sek thought about a three. She's going to try to drive. Kicks it back out to Cox. And, oh, that one almost stolen away. Cox dishes it back off to Elacusa. And, oh, a foul. That one's going to be on number 11. Moore. That's her second, team's third. 3 fouls for Westerville here in the early going, just 2 for Hilliard Darby. 3:07 to go first period, 4-2 South in the lead. Sek, nice pass inside. Carter goes up. She gets fouled on the floor.
She was lost in there, got the ball down inside. Seems like South lost their zone on that play. Allowed a pass to get on the inside, uncontested.
Voyette charged with her first, team's fourth. Hook shot, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Patterson gets the basketball. She brings it all the way. Nice dish. And the layup off the glass for 2 by Moore.
When South pushes it, guys, they're effective. They're having trouble in the half court. When they get it out and go, they can score.
Yeah.
Elacusa, that's a kick. Ball will stay with Darby, and Hilliard's coach yelling for a timeout.
Big timeout.
She gets a 30.
And I think a good call because it seemed like South was on a little run, especially getting the ball up and down the floor a little bit quicker. And hey, how about that? There's our plug.
Thank you, Buck. Appreciate all that promotion. There you go. Campus Nation.
Dave, too bad they don't have a picture of you. Then they'd really sell.
Well, yeah.
You know?
We'll put the camera on us here at halftime or something like that.
Either you or
keep it off Rick.
Either you or Giselle.
Yeah, Rick's over here pointing to him. Yeah.
It's Rick's side. Rick would be the one with the picture down there.
Yeah.
I think we should pass. I think we should pass on both of you guys as being the poster children. You guys got faces made for radio.
Okay, thank you very much, Tony.
But me too.
That's your good buddy, Rick.
That's why I'm hiding.
Hey, Rick's
on the other
more
side
beautiful.
of the
Rick
camera.
would be the one being on camera. Yeah. Cox gets jump ball. I thought she
I'm
got
one of these
fouled.
type of guys that looks in the mirror.
Well, the jump ball, I guess, came before the foul, AJ. I think you're probably right. But
I'm one of these guys that looks in the mirror and doesn't recognize who's on the other side. Who is that guy?
Okay, let's go back to game action.
Patterson
South on the attack.
Gives it off. Sylvester. Sylvester to Moore. Moore thought about driving, kicks it back outside. Patterson almost lost it. Hesitated for a second, kicks it off in the corner, and a travel by Sylvester Aaron. Aaron Sylvester.
Tell you, South has trouble in the half-court offense. I think what they have to do is get the ball out and go. Trouble in the half-court.
Elacusa gives it off. Cox thought about driving, gives it back to Elacusa. That one was almost a bad play there, another bad pass.
Aggressive man-to-man by South.
Oh, and a foul.
Or girl-to-girl.
Yeah.
Aaron Sylvester charged with the foul. That's the team's 5th. I believe that is her first. Could be wrong.
Yep. 5 team fouls.
Still 6-2, under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Nice pass inside to Carter. That one's going to be stolen away by Patterson. They're out and running again there, Tony.
Nice pass.
Moore off the glass, fouled, and she couldn't get the bucket to fall.
Nice down court pass. I'll tell you what, they're starting to pick up, Tony.
I think South has got to push the pace. If they push that tempo, they're going to have a lot more success on the offensive end. Where they're struggling, Dave, is in the half court. If you notice, all their effective offense is when they get out and go.
And on the other side of the coin, Darby's going to have to be careful because I don't think they can get in a running match with South.
No, obviously not. You can tell that early.
Yeah.
But South is not taking advantage of that opportunity.
Cox
Gotta
was
get out and
charged with
go.
a foul. Her first, team's third.
And Darby needs to defend it.
Yeah.
Second one, no good either. Couldn't hit either of them from the line. And now Cox brings it up to court, kicks it off. Sek to Alakusin. Now they're pushing the tempo. Carter tried to go inside. It gets ripped away by Sylvester.
Nice defensive play.
Patterson brings the ball back up to court for the Wildcats. Gives it back to Sylvester. To Voyette. Voyette over to Aaron Sylvester. Patterson drives, lost the ball inside. Stolen away by Cox. Here come the Panthers down the court. Alakusin almost knocks that one over
I
her
like
back.
the way she runs the offense.
Stolen away by Moore. She's all alone working against Alakusin. Nice pass to Patterson, and she's fouled. That's a shot foul. That's two.
Good look.
Yeah, I don't know whether she'll give her 2 shots or not on that because she hadn't went up.
They're giving her the 2 shots.
Okay.
I love the look.
Foul on number 3, Caitlin McCarthy.
The fact that she gave it up, she was covered and gave it up to the trailer. I liked it.
Yep.
Looked good. Sharp.
First one,
Well, Tony,
no
that
good for
indicates
Patterson.
to you that they're playing with their heads up. So
And
they
I
can see
think
the
they're
court.
well coached, too. This is a well-coached basketball team. Again, maybe a little bit talent challenged, but well coached.
Second one is good by Patterson, making it 7-2. Just 60 seconds remaining in our first quarter. Alakusin gave the ball off McCarthy. Over to Carter. In the corner is Sek for 3. No good. Airballed that one. Rebounded by the Wildcats. 50 seconds left in the first.
Darby spotted up.
Oh, nice push. Going up with it off the glass. Number 24, Aaron Sylvester.
Nice pass, nice catch, and the shot. There you go, Tony, pushing it up the court.
Carter with the basketball. Gave it off McCarthy. McCarthy back over to Alakusin. Over to Cox. Cox going to drive on the baseline, and she's going to get fouled by number 33, Aubrey Sylvester, and the crowd's not happy about that one.
No,
guys.
and I'll tell you what.
I think a lot of that crowd was the bench.
Well, here you go. You call it something like that on a play that really didn't look like an obvious foul, and then let some other ones go.
Carter with the inbound. Cox, immediate 3, no good. Moore pushes it to Patterson, who gets the ball knocked out of her hands.
There they go.
Yep.
See, offensively, you got to push.
Well, we're almost 14 seconds left here in the first period. We'll have to talk over Darby's strategy, what they need to do here in the second period.
Inbounding on the baseline underneath their own basket is South. Voyette gets it in. Sylvester got that one knocked out of her hands. Good defense. And a foul.
Push.
Against number 24, Aaron Sylvester, I believe.
Okay, that's 7 team fouls. Looks like they're going down. Must be 1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a 1-on-1 for number 3, Caitlin McCarthy.
It'd be big if she could hit these 2 free throws, cut that deficit.
Darby doesn't have a field goal in the first quarter.
Well, they got 2
Both
points.
shots are from the foul line.
From the foul line.
First one, good.
Nice
3.
shot.
Hits the front end.
3 free throws, no field goals in the first quarter for Darby.
Second one. McCarthy
Oh,
misses
missed
that one.
Long rebound. Get the shot off. A nice drive.
Sek's fouled as she goes up with that one. She's going to get 2 shots with 4.9 seconds left.
Great pass.
That is Sam Sek.
Alakusin, a freshman.
Is she?
Yeah.
Patterson charged with her first team's 8.
Good little point guard. Moves the ball well. Seems like I say she has some sort of hand injury, but
Sek hits the first.
doesn't look like it's affecting her ability to run the offense. No field goals for Darby, Dave. All from the foul line.
Second one, good.
Well, they're lucky they can make their free throws.
9-5, South in the lead. Buzzer beater shot by Patterson is no good. At the end of our first quarter of play, Westerville South 9, Hilliard Darby 5.
I think if you're Darby's coaching staff, you got to be sort of pleased with a deep breath. You make no field goals in the quarter, and you're only down 4.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to definitely be aggressive, take the ball to the bucket, but they're going to have to pull up, I think, and try and get them some 15 and 18-foot shots instead of the long three-pointers. We've seen a lot of three-pointers hoisted, and a lot of times they've been air balls, so the girls get them a little bit better shot selection, Tony.
Well, and also, Dave, both offenses in the half court look chaotic and really kind of out of control at times.
Yeah, sometimes the girls will have a tendency to try to do too much.
Right.
That's why I say pull up and take your 15-foot jump shot.
And the key, I think, for South is
they obviously can hit the 15-foot free throw.
Charlie's watching the game up in Wilmington and Sabina. He says it sounds and looks good.
Good.
Oh, really?
Great.
Is that Charlie our number one fan, or he's one of the number one road crew guys?
All right.
Yeah, he's the crew. Member of the crew.
Most famous three-man broadcasting crew of all time. How about Dick Enberg, Billy Packer, and Al McGuire?
That's on a different level.
You have to be Billy Packer. I hated him.
Billy,
I loved Al McGuire, so I'll be Al.
You would be a good Al
Right.
McGuire.
I hate Billy Packer, so.
I'd be more like Dandy Don Meredith back in the day. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. We talked about that face.
What type of beverage did he get there before the game, AJ?
A Gatorade.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
A Haterade.
A Gatorade. Okay. Okay, AJ, take it away.
Alec Houston with the inbound pass as Darby begins with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Good work. McCarthy gives it off to Cox. Running the set. Cox trying to find a lane and drive. She gets cut off. Ball almost stolen. She puts up a shot.
There it is.
And there's their first field goal.
That's her 15-footer. What did I just say?
Yeah,
And that one's stolen away by Seck, who had to save it, but she stepped on the line, and the ball will go back
The
to
coaching
Westerville.
staff, they must have us wired up here or something like that.
Well,
we give our coaching
called
tips
it.
and they
called it.
listen. Yeah.
And inbounded from their bench.
25-footers.
Good pass inbounds. Almost a fresh group of girls on the court for Westerville right now.
Like
Duffy.
a whole new platoon system, AJ.
And that was almost stolen away. Number 5 with the basketball. Chaless. Ball's going to stay with Westerville.
I mean, some coaches love that 2-platoon system. I've never been a real fan of it. I think you got to rotate your players in and out. But, hey, if it works, do it.
Inbound.
Got some size in there.
And a charge.
Yeah.
She hesitated to call that charge, too.
Speaking of that
too.
2-platoon system, I think maybe the number 1 team in the country in men's college basketball is Kentucky, and the second best team is Kentucky's second platoon.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's an example. They got a platoon. They got so many ball players. They don't know what to do with them all. The Buckeyes are going to have that problem come football here in another year or so.
Alec Houston found the lane and gets it blocked back in her face. But there's a whistle. They're going to call a foul on that.
I think they're calling it. What's she calling?
Number 3, Caitlin McCarthy, is going to get charged with the foul. Her second.
Well, Darby was aggressive. They went right to the hole, but
How about
they didn't
Darby
realize that
pressure
the
in
new
full
girl
court?
was in there, 44, and man, she has a nice wingspan.
I
and
think
made a nice block.
Darby defensively picking up full court has been effective.
Off the glass and 2 points for number 20,
Nice move.
Ivory.
Nice move by number 20.
Now it's 11-7, South in the lead. In our second quarter, 6:45 left. Carter with the basketball for Darby. Nice pass inside, no good on the shot. Set could not hit that one. South pushing the ball again. And King got it ripped out. Good job to pick it back up by South. No good on the shot by number 23, George. Alec Houston brings it back down, waits for their offense to catch up. Carter thought about driving, got cut off. Gave it off to Cox. Cox back over to Alec Houston. Seck wasn't really paying attention, almost got the ball stolen. And that one's going to be blocked again by King.
Yeah, she's a force in there.
6'2". Man, if she would have pulled that down, it would have been an easy 2 points. Tried to drive. She's in trouble. Kicks it out. Good job picking it up by George. George kicked it out. George going to shoot a three. That one is good.
Downtown.
Number 23, Casey George for three. They double him up here, 14-7.
Both teams appear to be playing with a little more intensity coming out of the second quarter.
Cox puts up a jumper. That one is good.
Nice shot.
Full court press, Dave. Here they are. South's having trouble with it.
George has to give it off. Gives it off to number 20, Ivy.
I like Darby's energy defensively. Look at that. Another steal.
That one got stolen away by McCarthy as Alec Houston brings it back up to court. Gives it back over there. Nice pass inside. Carter's there. And that's going to be a foul and one.
Nice shot. Nice job inside. Good break. Good pass. Got the bucket.
Nicole Carter with the bucket. Number 23. Casey George charged with her first, team's 10th. They're in the double
Nicole
bonus.
Posting up in the low post, getting the ball in the low block, and there she went.
Well, whatever the Darby coach told him at the end of the first period has paid
Well,
off.
I think it's the key is that they're playing full court man-to-man defense, and it's picked up the offensive.
That one is no good. 14-11. Westerville South in the lead.
There's a
Ball's
scrum for
loose
the
on the floor. Jump ball.
Good hustle.
Possession arrow stays with Westerville.
See, I don't think either team is that adept in ball handling, and so the press is affecting both teams, really.
Yeah.
South especially having trouble with it.
King inbounds it. Nice pass to George. George with the pass inside. Just overshot her.
She had the right idea, just to pass a little bit offline.
Shaless couldn't come up with it.
But that's that mentality, Tony, you talked about. South wants to get it out in the run.
Push.
Yep.
They have to push.
Yep. Whereas Darby's more of a controlled type of team. They don't have quite the height.
Except that Darby's forcing the action by pressing full court, and I like it. It's been effective.
Carter gives it off to Cox. Nice pass to Sex. Sex going to drive. That one blocked again by King, and the ball will stay with Darby. She's a beast on the court.
Fans love it, too.
Ashley King, that's 3 blocks.
It's like Patrick Ewing swatting those balls out of there.
Cole inbounds underneath their own basket. Gets it into Cox. Cox going to shoot a 3 for the tie, and it's good.
Long shot.
Good job by Jessica Cox. It's all tied up. 4:20 left to go in the first half.
Timeout. Get that first unit back in.
Gets it down low. King. Ball still loose. Picked up by Cox. Darby looking to take their first lead. Jumper, no good. Rebound by the Wildcats. Ball still loose. King has it. Jump ball. Ball will stay with Darby.
Well, that last possession by Darby,
here they come. Look,
the guard needed to pull that back because she was a little bit in a forced situation.
Coach Williams is listening to our broadcast too because here they come.
Okay.
His first unit back in the game. Okay. I think he let the game get away from him a little bit by that rotation.
I would honestly keep King on the floor.
Yeah, she wreaks havoc on defense.
Boy, she's a good looking player. Actually, she was open a couple times on the offensive side.
But see, guys, when you're married to a 2-platoon system, you don't substitute in and out in a rotation basis. He took all 5 out and put all 5 in, and it works sometimes. I don't like it. I never really have.
Well, Tony, you got to remember, so this is our first time covering the Lady Girls here, the Lady Wildcats here at Westerville South, so we're not used to their routine. Now, he may change it up in the second half where he dumps the platoon and starts subbing regularly.
We'd like to remind everybody you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal. We have girls high school basketball right here at Westerville South, our new Westerville South channel that we are happy to introduce, and we look forward to doing a lot of other sports here at Westerville South as we come into the Columbus market and expand Campus Nation.
14-all. Darby's on a little bit of a run here.
And the pace of the game
was surprising
changed.
Considering that looking at the records right here, Hilliard Darby 2-13, but they're not playing like
the pace of the game changed when Darby pressured full court. South's having a lot of trouble with it. Tough man-to-man pressure And South's not dealing with it too
Alakustin.
well.
Oh, almost got trapped. I don't know why she didn't stay with it. Cox is going to shoot another three.
Oh.
No good. Ball's going to be last touched by Westerville, but the ball will go to Westerville. I saw that from all the way up
I
here.
don't know about that call, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, well,
Three officials in the broadcast booth saw it different.
Yeah. Well, at least one of us got 20/20 vision, so.
Patterson, bad pass. Tried to fit it into Sylvester.
Yeah.
You know when a game is officiated well when both teams complain about the officials.
Is that
Right?
it?
That's
Okay.
it. The fouls
That
have to
makes
be
sense.
even. If
No.
there's 0 on both sides,
Yeah.
it's great, or if there's 30 on both sides, it's great.
Cox has got 7 points for Darby. She gets the basketball here, kicks it back out to Carter. Carter, nice pass. Alakustin too strong. And a save, but Darby picks it up. That one still loose on the floor, picked up by Moore. And a foul against Darby as Moore was trying to dish it off.
We got a little helter-skelter right there.
Well, the old-fashioned fatal mistake by Sylvester, trying to
Fouls
save
on
the
number
ball on
12.
your side.
Yeah.
Sek, her first, team 6th.
We all know you're not supposed to do it, and so do they, but they always do.
Oh.
Nice pass, Moore all by herself off the glass for 2.
That was a defensive mistake by Darby right there, not getting her more players back.
16-14, Westerville South in the lead by 2. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Alakustin gave it to Cox. Cox is trapped. Nice pass. Sek couldn't pull it down though.
Here they go. Get it out.
Patterson looking for more again. This is a connection we've seen a lot. And the ball is going to go to Darby.
Yeah, off her leg.
And just notice, guys, how South pushes the ball.
Yep.
That's how South has to score. In the half court, they're very ineffective. But if they get it out, they can roll.
They're doing a lot of trapping now, I've noticed, Westerville South.
Alakustin fits it inside. In trouble.
Yeah.
Ball stolen away.
Yep, that's that trapping defense.
Get it out, South. Here they
Sylvester
go.
gets it to Moore. Moore's going to run with it. She goes up off the glass for 2 more.
Left-handed layup. Nice move. Little crossover.
Alakustin gives it off to Carter. 18-14, Westerville South in the lead. 2:15 left to go. Oh, Carter should have taken that 3-point shot. Ball off the foot. Moore. Cox dribbled it out of bounds. Ball goes back to Westerville South.
Darby's going to have to be careful here, Tony, because it looks like they're starting to get a little rattled.
Well, again, notice how the momentum changed when the South's first unit came back in.
Moore with a pass again. She's going to run with it again. She gets it knocked out of her hand, and the ball is going to stay with Westerville
Darby
South.
got very lucky there. They got to have their defense back and getting set because there's a lot of speed in this Westerville South side.
Yeah, and the South, like I said earlier, I think the game turned when South's second unit came in, but now it seems like South's back in control.
2:01 left to go, first half. 18-14, Westerville South in the lead. Cox is going to sit on the bench for a while. Number 32, Hambrock in the game. Nice pass to Moore. Dishes it to Patterson with the jumper, no good. Rebounded by McCarthy. And that one stolen away by Patterson as well, and a bucket counts! And 1.
A nice steal and a nice feed inside and a chance for a three-point play. That's a big mistake there on
The senior,
Darby's part.
Dominique Patterson, a chance to complete a 3-point play.
I mean, she's lurking in the bushes waiting for
Yep.
the pass
Yep.
and came in, took it away, and
Yep.
scored.
And that's her 4th point of the game.
Nice three-point play.
Was there a lane violation?
What do we got here? Officials converging, not sure. What do we got?
I'm not sure what they're talking about. The Hilliard Darby coach pointed out something.
I'd have called it.
Professional foul for Hilliard Darby. Foul's number 2.
The foul. Oh, they were changing
Yeah,
the
the
foul.
only thing she did, the only thing the official did is change the foul, the call.
That one, it's charged on Alakustin, who brings the ball up. They're pressuring the defense right now. They're in a little bit of a zone, it looks like themselves. Carsey. Over to
I think Darby
Alakustin.
struggled against the zone.
She tripped when she passed that one off. And a foul against South. That's going to be 2 shots as Darby is in the double bonus.
Well, you're right. They shifted to a 2-3, but they're trapping everywhere they go, which is good. You don't usually do that out of a 2-3, but the Westerville South girls are.
And guys, Darby was scoring in the half court against the man-to-man. As soon as South switched to the zone, Darby struggled.
Yeah, and plus Darby struggling down the defense then with a couple costly turnovers that led to easy buckets for South.
First one is up and good by Hambrock. The foul is the 3rd for Aubrey Sylvester.
Now you're having some subs on South's part, and it's not the platoon.
Ivy into the game. Hambrock made the first. Second one is no good. Rebounded by Ivy, who gives it to Patterson. Patterson pushes it back to Moore. Off the glass for 2 more. All game long.
Yeah, nice up-court pass and the fast break.
It's like Jordan and Pippen almost.
Oh, that's a kick. Man.
Those two are dominating.
That brings back memories.
Oh, gosh.
How many
Jordan,
championships
Pippen,
did they get?
6 of them.
6 of them? Is that all?
That's it.
They could have had more, but the owner got greedy and broke up the team.
Well, Michael took a year and a half off, too, don't forget.
Well, yeah.
He wanted to be a professional golfer and a baseball player.
Baseball player.
Well, he wanted to let his friends over there in L.A., I think, win a championship or something. Wasn't it L.A. that won between when he was off or whatever?
I think it was Houston that won those 2 years.
Was it?
It was the Rockets and Akeem.
Oh, the dream, yeah.
Clyde
Patterson.
Yeah.
Nice pass. Turn around, layup, no good. Rebounded by Ivy, who puts it off the glass. And now it's a 10-point lead, the biggest lead for Westerville South. Under a minute to play in the first half, and a foul is going to be charged against Patterson. She's not happy.
Darby's in trouble here, guys.
Yeah.
And you can't let the game get away from you here in the last couple minutes of the half. The fans don't like the call, but
No,
very rarely,
a lot of thumbs down,
and very rarely do the fans get the call right, and never able to get the call changed.
2 shots for Alakoustan. First one is good.
Nice free throws.
The foul was on number 12.
Free throws tonight.
Coach Williams doesn't love the call, but hey.
Patterson has 2 fouls. Alakoustan second shot, good as well. 25-17. 45 ticks left.
Free throws keeping Darby in the game, guys.
Patterson working it. She's going to take it to the hole and get fouled. That's a 2-shot foul.
Move there.
Darby's got to be careful. Down 9 with 36 seconds to go. This is a game that could get away from them quick.
Yeah.
If they're very important 36 seconds here. You got a 9-point lead. You don't want it to get to 15 before the half.
Brock charged with her first, the team's 8th. First one is good.
I would advise Darby to get the ball back, to come down, work for the last shot of the half, and go in halftime either down, let me see, what are they, down 9 right now? Try and keep the game within grasp.
Second shot for Patterson is up. Been good as well.
Yeah.
Back to a 10-point lead, 27-17, 36 seconds left to go, first half.
Get you the last shot, then regroup at halftime. If you
Alakoustan to Carter. Carter, nice pass. Sec missed it.
There they go. Get it out.
And here comes
Ashley
Patterson.
came with a rebound.
Patterson brings it up the court. She's going to slow it down, maybe take the last shot in the butt. She passes it inside. King kicks it back out. And that's 3 seconds.
That's a call that's as old as the dinosaurs at Jurassic Park. You don't see that too often, but my goodness, when we were kids, that was a call.
Oh, a kick.
Called constantly. Now you don't see it.
No.
10 seconds. 9.5 to be exact.
To kind of spread things
when
on.
you hear 3 seconds, I'm thinking 1974.
Well, you just can't camp down there, Tony.
No,
the refs will call it if they see
it's never called anymore.
Sack puts it up, no good. And that's going to do it for our first half of play. With the score, Westerville South 27, Hilliard Darby 17.
Well, it really heated up here in the second period. It got a lot more exciting, but I think Darby got carried away a little bit. They're going to have to calm things down and get back into more of a half-court thing and get their players back on defense. Okay. Rick and AJ's going to go bail. Go ahead, Tony and me. We've got it. We've got it covered. Yeah, we'll have something to talk about, or we'll pull up a couple fans or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this game here is South seems like they've got control of it, but again, Darby was effective a little while there in the half-court game. I think South kind of let them back in when they made the rotation of the 5 players in, 5 players out. It seems like if South's starting unit plays, that the game is well in hand.
Well, I would say that it looks like South definitely has the deeper,
more talent. Yeah, oh yeah.
Take a Gatorade or something.
More talent.
Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, thank you. I would say that South definitely has the deeper squad. We saw that when they rotated in their whole second unit. You could tell that those girls were pretty talented and a lot of height on that team and stuff.
Yeah, which again, the issue there being as soon as South went to that second unit, Darby was able to get back in the game.
Well, I think that was their strategy, though, that they started playing a little bit sharper, though. I don't think it was because of the talent drop-off.
Nah, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think to me it looked like there's a big difference between South's first unit and their second, but
look at the 6'2". Look at Ashley King. They bring her to the game.
Agree.
She has about 4 block shots, and I'm telling you, she was open a couple times in the offensive end. She's so tall that all you can do is put the high lob in there, and she catches it, and she's going to have an opportunity to get off shots and stuff. But I would say overall, from what I've seen so far, there's a little bit more talent, and I think the record shows that, Tony. You got 11-8 versus 2-13. The Darby team may have a little bit more youth there and stuff, and but I mean they're playing hard and stuff.
Playing hard.
Really, shooting percentage I think would be the big telltale sign.
Sign of being well coached, because it's a team that I think talent-wise is overmatched, but they're playing hard and hanging in.
Yeah, like I say, this is our first time here to see the girls play, so we're not real familiar with the team or the talent. Now you are familiar with the assistant coach on Westerville South. That's one of your cronies, right?
I don't know about a crony.
One of your
What's
buddies.
What's the definition of a crony?
Well, you've got a big following, following yourself.
I got a big following. You're right.
Well, let's just say that
I'm leading him to the promised land.
Well, Mr. Merkel, let people know that you're a big fantasy football.
Merklin.
Yeah. Isn't he one of your fantasy football?
Oh, yeah. He takes a beating from me
Does
every
he take
year.
a beating every year?
Yeah,
okay. That just finished up. Who won the championship this year?
Well, who do you think?
Oh, okay.
Me, of course.
So you got the title.
And I don't even do my best sport. If I did a baseball fantasy, everybody would be playing for second place.
So you're kind of like Tom Brady. Tom Brady got back to the promised land here.
Exactly.
Last weekend and stuff. Hey, why don't we go ahead and hit a little bit about that? What about the famous call, or was that really a call, or was it a dream, or what we witnessed there at the end of the Super Bowl?
Well, that was a tremendous ball game over two teams that were evenly matched going in.
Yeah.
You know, the odds makers really didn't even have a favorite.
Rick, behind you.
And it was a pick-'em game. Rarely do you see a Super Bowl that's a pick-'em. And they had it right. You know, I think back. I think back to that. You know what I think back to, Dave?
What's that? Which
a lot of people have not talked about. The play down to Curse that was bobbled around and caught.
Yeah.
That was a fluke catch, once in a lifetime play. You know, really maybe Seattle shouldn't have been down there to start with.
Well,
but once they're down there, you got to give the ball to Lynch 4 times, maybe 7 times in a row if you have to, until he gets in.
Well, the first time he touched it, he gained 4 yards.
Well, he
almost
went
got
from the
in
5
the
to the half-yard line.
Well, sometimes he's coaching. And
Beast mode.
Pete Carroll, he's that type of guy. He thinks he's smarter than a lot of these other guys, and I think he outsmarted himself.
Exactly. Now, but the point again being great play by the Patriot defensive back. really that was textbook in terms of the way that was broken down.
Nice play by
and if you listen,
undrafted rookie.
Yes, and if you listen to Belichick and you listen to the players, they had practiced that play defensively and really in practice gotten beat on it routinely. But the one time that the game was on the line, you drill it, you see the look, you play the defense like you're taught to play, and sure enough, you get a turnover and you win the Super Bowl. And really, the next play, don't forget, was the encroachment by the Michael Bennett. I mean, had Brady was lining up in the end zone. You never know what could have happened. That was a big call getting the encroachment.
Very easily could have got a safety there in that situation. Well, Seattle, they lost their heads because they got in there in a big fight and a scrum and stuff, and one of their players got kicked out, and it was kind of like sour grapes.
I mean, you could tell that was coming because both teams played with a lot of heart and a lot of emotion. And, I don't fault either team for that, really. I mean, you prep your whole season for that moment in time, and it gets away from you at this last the last play, and you're not even sure whether your coach puts you in an opportunity to win or not. I can see the frustration there. Really, I actually thought Seattle was going to win that game. Yeah. Just because I thought defensively they would dictate. They would dictate the way the game went. But hey, Tom Brady is an amazing quarterback.
He's cool under pressure, and what do? He completed 8 out of 8 to get him down.
Oh, that last drive was just textbook. He took what they gave him, didn't try to force the ball down the field, and you knew Tom wasn't going to make a mistake at the end. I mean, it was a thing of beauty, that drive. But, I just come back to the point, I think something that was lost. Maybe Seattle shouldn't have been down there anyway with the fluke catch.
Yeah, I know. That was.
You can't catch that ball thrown like that in 10 seasons.
I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, but that one safety by New England, if he would have came over, once the ball's tipped, there's no pass interference. He should have jumped right into that scum and knocked the ball and made sure the guy couldn't catch the ball because he couldn't have got called for pass interference. It's already been tipped.
True, but if you hear the game, listen to the game broadcast again. Even Al Michaels was calling the pass incomplete. And here it's bobbled around, and next thing you know, he's got a catch. Well, like I say, if I'm a Seattle fan, I'm thinking to myself, sure, I might have blown the pass. I should have given it to beast mode, but heck, I was lucky to even be down there in that situation.
I think it all worked out right in the end. And actually, I'm kind of glad New England ended up winning the ball game because I got tired of Seattle. They're an arrogant group over there.
They were.
They think they're a lot better than what they are, and they were lipping off. And this kind of set them back a notch. And
well, teams that rely on defense like that tend to be that way.
Yeah.
Seattle had a dominating defense now for 2 or 3 seasons, especially that secondary. Not many teams can put a secondary out there like they did. Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, what 2 great safeties. Richard Sherman speaks for himself out there at the corner.
Well, let's wrap up our NFL talk. Let's get back here to basketball, high school basketball here at Westerville South on Campus Nation. And, hey, we'll have a chance to do some more sports talk because obviously – I'm going to have to start doing more sports talk shows here in the Columbus area. Anybody that's ever watched me and listened to me riding away with Dave. And so we'll start having some
Dave,
more.
we don't want any shameless plugs for your Riding the Way with Dave show. This is Campus Nation. We're the sports animal.
Yeah, the sports animal.
Right.
and remember who got this broadcast all
speaking
set
of sports,
up. But
we've got women's college basketball tomorrow. Marietta comes into Wilmington. Tomorrow the game tip-off we're going to have the pregame at 2:45 with the game at 2:30. And then we have a double dip tomorrow night. We've got girls high school basketball again tomorrow night. The Chillicothe Cavaliers come into Wilmington, and that game is a 7:15 tip-off with a 7:30 game. So tune in tomorrow for ladies and girls basketball, the Wilmington Lady Quakers and the Wilmington Cane.
And that's some exciting basketball. How's the Lady Canes playing this year? How's their record?
I'm not really sure, but it's about 500. They're not an exceptional team, but at the same time, the 2 teams in that league are obviously the Greenfield Tigers,
Yeah.
which is Charlie's team,
Oh, okay.
and then also the Chillicothe Cavalier. So more than likely they're probably favored in that game tomorrow night, but we'll see. They've got a pretty good team.
Entertaining any way you go. So
we're going to get back to the broadcast.
Well, hey, here in the second half, Darby's going to have to come down here and start getting themselves some good-looking shots, and they're going to have to tighten up their defense, or this could turn into a rout, Tony.
Well, the first 3 minutes of this third quarter are
Yeah.
very important here. The Darby has to stay in the game.
Okay.
You're down 10. If it gets to 18, you're in trouble the rest of the way.
Westerville to begin with the basketball. To begin our second half, up by 10 points, 27-17. You're watching high school basketball live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal. Great broadcast crew tonight. Moore with the basketball. Goes inside. Patterson puts that one off the glass, but it's too short, no good. But the ball's going to stay with Westerville as Alacusin could not control it as it goes out of bounds.
Don't let the game get away from you.
No, that's an early turnover right here. First 15 seconds, you got a turnover.
Mark my word, the next 3 minutes are going to tell this game. If it stays in this kind of
Patterson
level,
with
Darby
the
has a
jumper,
chance.
no good. Rebounded by Moore, who puts it in off the glass.
If it gets out to 18 or so, Darby's in trouble.
A little bit of full court pressure to steal.
Stolen. Moore's
Down
got it. She passes it off. No good, but Moore gets the rebound, tried to give it off, and it's stolen. Here comes Carsey. Carsey almost lost it.
A little bit out of control.
I don't think Darby can play that pace.
No,
Slow down,
Cox.
Darby.
This trap. Cox gives it off to Alacusin. They go inside. Ball stolen away by Patterson. And coast to Moore. Off the glass. No good. I think that was the first time she's missed an easy one like that all game. They're pressuring defense here.
Yep.
Alacusin to
In
Cox.
a running game.
Carsey.
Inside,
Nice
bring it
shot. No
home.
good by Hambrock.
Great passing in the half court by
Ball's
Darby.
going back to Westerville.
Yeah.
Love the passing,
Yeah.
but you didn't
Yep.
convert.
Yep.
You move the ball like that, you got to pay off with
That's
a
right.
bucket.
Moore gets the inbound pass. She's going to run with it here.
You can hear
Close
Coach
up.
Williams saying push, push,
Oh,
push.
nice pass. Sneaks it inside. Ivy gets fouled.
Yeah. They got the ball way inside too easily. Results into a foul. It's going to be 2 free throws.
Well, again, like we've said all night, South is effective when they get the ball out and run.
Darby's got to get back. They were in a situation there where they were chasing instead of being down court set up.
Kind of interesting. We're looking at two different styles. Darby needs to play half court, and South needs to get out there.
That's the second foul charge to Hambrock. Ivy shooting 2, makes the first.
Guys, they're in a dangerous time here. 13-point lead and climbing.
Second one good as well. 31-17, 6.5 minutes to go in the third. They're pressuring again. Good job dribbling around the trap by Carsey. She almost traveled.
Yeah.
But a good pass to Sek, who lays it in.
Got away with a travel.
Yeah.
Patterson with the basketball.
See no evil, hear no evil.
Drives, takes it all by herself. What a play by Patterson.
Nice running left-handed layup.
On senior night, she's looking like the star. Her and Moore. Alacusin gives it to Hambrock. Hambrock, ball stolen. Here goes Moore. She slows up, lets her offense get down the court. Ivy takes the jumper.
Yeah.
Tickles the twine
Right.
for 2.
Absolutely. Darby needed a timeout.
Yeah. There you
They
go,
take a
Tony.
30.
Tony,
Yeah,
you
Coach-
said that the
Coach
first 3
Corbus.
minutes will tell the tale, and
Right.
it's already up to 16-point ball game.
Exactly. What we call ourselves,
Yeah.
Billy Packer, Al
That's right,
McGuire,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Did Al call that or what?
I don't know. Which one am I? I'm the one that got it right.
You're Billy
whatever.
Packer.
I'm AJ Ganger.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But anyhow, yeah, you could pretty
Well,
much
you
see.
could feel that the game had a chance to turn,
Yeah.
and sure enough, it has. Like I say, if you remember what we called as we started the second half, you've opened it up to a 16-point lead.
Well,
and,
the one
and
thing-
Darby's in trouble.
Here's one thing you got to know. You got a team like South. You can tell they love to run.
Yeah.
So your defense has got to get back. And the girls have not got back like they should. You know, they get back there and set up and cut
What'd
off
we
that
say,
running
Coach
game.
Rick? 18-point lead with 5 to go. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Alakusin brings
That's
it up
why
the
you
court.
guys pay me the big bucks.
Oh,
to be
okay.
able to
I
make
didn't know.
that.
Bad pass.
This card. I think right now we're all pro bono. But anyhow, that's another story. Let's go back to the game.
And bounded by Ivy to Patterson. She trips, stands back up, lost the ball, and a foul. I think against Alakusin, that's 2.
A little over aggressive there. That's okay.
I think that's her second, team second.
I like the fact that Darby's trying to force tempo on the defensive
Well, I
side.
know, but look, you got nobody back on the defensive end. These South girls are so fast.
Yeah.
If anybody breaks out of the pack at half court, they're going to go down for a
And
layup.
that's how South has to attack.
You know.
Nice
Look,
pass
there
to
you go.
Moore.
Just what I just said.
One-on-one foul, and the bucket counts.
Just what I just called, Tony. Now give me my due right there. Give the devil his due.
Right, but speaking of that, look at that scoreboard. 18 points with
The
5:30
Darby
to go.
girls can't run with them in
All
that
I-
type of situation. You've got to have your defense at least have somebody back standing under the bucket.
Right, now tomorrow night we'll try for the lottery
Makes no
numbers.
sense.
Moore completes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
three-point play.
We need to go to the Hollywood Casino, I think is what we got to do.
Yeah, except I lose there.
Oh,
I,
do you?
I
Okay.
can get a feel for this, but not
Okay.
at that.
Okay, the Hollywood Casino. That's a little different
That's a
animal, yeah.
Sure loser.
A different beast, let's say.
After some substitutions, King is back on the floor, by the way.
Yeah, here comes a trap. There it
That
is,
one's
and it's
stolen by
steal.
Moore. Moore's going to run it, passes it
Wow,
off. It gets
great
knocked
pass.
down by
Great
a
pass.
Darby player, but it was last touched, according to the official, by Casey George. I'm not sure about that one.
No, great pass too. It just, I think the
Yeah,
receiver
they're
on
setting
the
up
other
a
end.
1-3-1
1-3-1's an
press,
amazing zone.
Trap.
Up, that's travel.
Travel.
She traveled. Yep. I'd run that a lot on our amateur basketball teams that won city championships.
You don't see a lot of 1-3-1s anymore.
And South picking up the pace on defense.
John Beeline breaks it out a little bit.
Yeah. Up,
Patterson, oh man.
a little careless on the pass.
Poor John Beeline losing to New Jersey or North Jersey Tech or whatever it was. I don't think this is Michigan's year up there.
Hey, they've had 3 great years, so I'm
oh,
happy
yeah.
with it.
Oh, yeah. Took a guy right out of Central Ohio, Karis.
King.
Here's King.
Goes up
King.
strong, no good, but over the back foul charge to King. Fouls on the floor. That's just the first
Ashley
for
King.
Westerville.
I'll tell you what, she's got another year of eligibility left, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's only a junior. She's sure it's got the size and the build.
Still in the 1-3-1. Carter gives it off to Cox, who's got 7. And that's going to be a foul against number 30, Caitlin Duffy. That's her second, team second. You know, Westerville got in foul trouble early, and they put Darby in the bonus in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But they did a good job in that second quarter not fouling.
My goodness, where would Darby be without the foul line?
Yeah.
Right? Sec goes in, and that's going to be a foul, and the foul's going to be on, I think, Patterson.
Tell you, interestingly, did you notice the two officials were looking at each other going, what do you want, a charge or a
Yeah.
block?
Yeah.
And they were asking each other.
I think the foul actually happened
Well-
before all that contact under the bucket.
When you don't, as an official, when
Yeah.
you don't know,
yeah.
you're
First one, good.
Nice
when you
read.
don't know and you ask for help, it means that neither one of you knows
Yeah.
what to call. So just pick one.
Fouls on number 30 or 23,
Yeah,
Casey
when they
George, her
went-
second.
When they went to 3 officials, I don't know if that really helped things or not. I used
Oh,
to
I like
officiate
it.
with
No,
with
no,
2
I like
officials.
it. Yeah, me too in my youth, but I like it. I think the game needs 3 officials.
Patterson takes it herself, gives it
Nice
off to
pass.
King, no
Oh!
good! Patterson got frustrated there with the missed shot.
Yeah.
I think, Dave, that defensively, it's the styles now, you have to have 3 officials.
Yeah, you might be right, Tony.
Carter, ball's loose. Over the back. Backcourt violation.
Because, see, here's the difference, Dave. Back when we were young, teams didn't play defense like this.
Yeah.
Now this is a defensive sport.
That was back when you had the peach baskets.
A little bit after that.
A little after
But
that.
if you ever watch any tapes of any old UCLA, any of those
Yeah,
teams in
yeah.
the 60s and 70s,
King gets
Yeah,
it in to
maybe.
Moore. Good.
Nice,
40-21 Westerville South.
nice feed, nice bucket. Here's the trap. Everywhere you go, it's in the
Cox
trap.
goes with the jumper. No good. And a foul underneath. That one's, I think, going to be the third against George.
I missed the announcement. What was the announcement? Some sort of scoring?
Well, it looks like Darby brought in a new player. Is she, who is that right there at the line, AJ?
That's number 21, Maddie Smith.
Okay.
She's shooting 2.
She grabbed a nice rebound, got fouled. Let's see how her free throws are. Oh,
No good. Too strong. Hit the backboard. 22 back in the ball game. Boyett.
she's got those stylish blue shoes on, Tony.
Matches the uniform. I
Yeah.
like the look.
Yeah.
Let's see if it helps her make the free throw.
Second one, no good. King tried to pull it out of the rebound. She couldn't. Ball still loose. Carter picks it up. Alec Houston with the basketball. She's in trouble. Sec was there to help. Carter in the corner. Fits it inside Smith. Oh, and a foul against Moore.
A little bit of a reach. Well, I'll tell you what, I like South's trapping defense.
And again,
Good.
playing this aggressive style trapping zone
Yeah.
has broken the game open.
Yep.
Sylvester back in the game. Aubrey, number 33.
South's got an awful lot of size in that trapping defense. I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
their
and
size
Darby's
really
struggling.
helps. Yeah.
Smith goes up with it off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Moore. And the Wildcats. She's going to take it up. Gives it off.
Oh.
Tried to fit it into Sylvester. She just couldn't hang on to
Yeah.
it. 40-21, Westerville South in the lead. 3:28 left to go in the third quarter.
Darby's got to score in the half court, guys.
Yeah.
They're forcing a lot of their shots.
Yeah.
Alec Houston, a Carter, almost stolen away. Ball's going to stay
Well,
with
there's one
Darby.
thing I'm noticing right now. Darby needs to bring up their back two girls closer to help out. You need to come up at least past the top of the circle and give some assistance to your three girls bringing it up against really 5 people defending.
Inside, Smith in trouble, gives it off Alec Houston. Carsey inside, Smith again, but stolen away
Here they
by
go.
Sylvester. Moore. Pass gets knocked out of bounds by Sec. It's going to stay with Westerville South.
That's the pace they want to play, guys. Get it out. That's what led to this 19-point lead, and they're pouring it on even more.
You know how many points Moore has right now? 17.
No kidding. Nice job.
A bad pass there. It's going to go back to Darby. No, it's going to stay with Westerville.
Well, really, you can tell how good of a defensive team South is because I think Darby's got more than half their points from the free throw line. Wouldn't you say, AJ?
Yeah, they have. And Cox is their leading scorer with 7. Jumper for Patterson, no good. Rebounded by Cox. She's just reinserted back into the ball game. Alec Houston with the basketball, gives it off to Cox. Cox to Carter. Carter thought about it, goes inside, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Sec, who misses the shot.
Good
Ball
rebound.
still loose. Cox inside, Carter tried to fit it in, no good.
How about South in the defensive pressure?
Moore on the other end. Got the basket off the glass.
Yeah.
Point number 19 for Moore.
Nice job finding more.
Ball's going to stay with Darby. 2:14 remaining in the third quarter. 42-21. Westerville South in the lead.
See, that's good strategy by Westerville South. Having a talented player down there So whenever you steal the ball or long passes, you've got the right player catching the ball and being able to go to the hoop.
And she's
Celeste
having a great
comes into the
game, but
game.
she's sitting here the last 2 minutes of the third.
So is Patterson. Patterson's coming out as well.
Nice job by both them.
Now let's see if Darby can make a run with these two girls on the bench. Let's see.
Alec Houston over to Carsey. Carsey back to Alec Houston over to Cox. Cox going to shoot a long three. Wow!
Ah,
Ice water intervenes.
If they're
That's
going to
her
make a
10th
run,
point.
it's
She's
gotta
in
be
double
now.
figures.
2 stars on the bench. Down 18. It's got to happen now for Darby.
Voyette. Bad
could
pass.
be a turnover, maybe a steal.
Alec Houston.
I think
That's a
she's gonna call
foul.
Foul on her, yeah. She kind of got bailed out a little bit there. She got herself a little bit out of control. But it's going to
Good
draw
call.
the shooting foul.
I like the call. Good call.
Duffy is charged with the foul, number 30. Her third, team 6.
Darby's got to get back in this game right now. Minute 38 to go. Patterson and Moore on the bench. Cut that lead down to about 12 or 13. Then you got
First
a
one
shot.
good.
Yeah.
Here we go. Down 17 with a minute 38. Get it down to 12.
Second one, that one's good
Nice
too.
shooting.
I
Nice
like
free
that
throw
little
shooting.
point guard for Darby.
Yeah.
Freshman got a good future in high school basketball.
George brings it up. Throws it over, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Darby. They need to go back to their inside game, not shooting too many outside shots. Sec to Cox.
Here comes the run.
Cox jumper,
Ooh.
no good.
Uh-oh.
Here goes
There's
Duffy.
the attack.
And that one
Yeah.
stolen away.
Well, Darby got back that time. They were able to break it up.
She passed it too late. She made that decision
Yeah.
too late. Carsey, Alec Houston. Alec Houston, Cox. Cox thought about a three. Trying to find Carter. Gives it back to Alec Houston.
Give me a 3 here and you're right back in it.
Going up with it is Cox, who is fouled by number 33, Sylvester.
Fans don't like the call, but again, I think a good one.
That's okay.
Listen to the fans.
This is the Westerville South home court, Tony.
Well, but again, officials explaining what the reason for the call was.
A lot of cat calls. That's okay. It's home of the Wildcats.
Right, makes sense.
Rick's over there. Yeah, Rick like that. That's you gotta be quick to come up with those lines, Rick.
Except both teams.
I'll work with you one of
Both
these
teams
days.
are
Yeah.
feline since they're the Panthers. So
First
nice
one
try
good for
there.
Cox.
Who gets the feline advantage
Yeah,
when
I
it's
don't know.
Panthers versus Wildcat?
Ivy back into the ball game.
Who's the meaner, Panther or Wildcat?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to tangle with either.
Yeah, I don't want either one either.
Second one no good. Celeste rebounds it. Brings it all the way up. She's trapped. And a timeout called on the bench by Westerville South. 43.8 seconds remaining in the third. 42-27.
See what we said here, Dave. Darby's crawling in the game with Patterson and Moore on the bench.
you got your couple.
Why
of
do you
key
take them both
starters
out at the
there.
same time?
Well, they got to get a little bit of rest, and the coach, I don't think, is that nervous. He knows that his 2 stars can come back in and probably up the lead anytime they want to.
Probably, except
He's
you're
looking, very easily he could be looking towards tournament time. What do you think, Rick? Because, I mean, this is a good time. You got a 17, 18-point lead. Get some of your other players a little bit of game experience and see what they can do.
I
and
agree.
Stuff like that.
I agree, but you don't do it you don't cost yourself a game by doing it. And not that this game is in any real danger, but
See, I've got a lot of coaching experience. This is something you probably don't have,
oh
so I
my
can tell you how
goodness,
coaches
listen to
think.
this guy. What sport are we watching?
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
Round ball.
Dave ball.
Yeah, Dave ball.
Dave
yeah.
ball.
Yeah, not B ball, D ball. Yeah.
Okay. Well, teach me something, Dave.
I'm teaching you.
What's that orange thing that girl's dribbling?
Duffy.
Remember, I hoop it up every Tuesday night,
Oh,
Tony.
gosh.
I'll give you some
That's
tips.
all we
one of
do
these
is
days.
hear about it. I want to
Yeah.
see it.
Well, come see it.
I
Come
see
witness
better
it.
than I hear.
Sylvester Gave it off, and there's a reach-in foul against Alakusin.
I catch all this grief from Tony just because I hoop it up every Tuesday night with my buddies, and been doing that for I don't know how many years. But you ought to see the type of ball we play.
I bet. Like I say, I only hear about it. I've never seen it.
Third
Rick.
foul on Alakusin. Ivy with the inbound pass goes up, and the bucket is good,
Ivy.
and the foul.
Ivy.
Dave's the only one on the team. He plays all 5 positions.
No, that's
Again,
not true.
Again,
Not
that's
true.
what we hear. That's what we hear.
Even comes off the bench for himself.
Yeah, I'm lucky sometimes to even get a shot off with the horses I play with.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
And the three-point play is completed.
I've heard that nonsense for years.
I've learned over the years to start to play a little bit of the outside three-point game now. The hell with going in there with the 6'5" bruisers.
Cox give it off to Carter. Carter, Alakusin. Over to Carsey. Carsey tried to fit it in, and it's stolen away.
Oh!
Shalaz all the way down the court. Ball's loose, and that's going to be the end of our third quarter of play. Westerville South up by 18 at the end of 3 quarters, 45-27. You're listening to Girls High School Basketball live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
Here comes Patterson. Here comes
Here at Westerville
Bonnie
South.
out. Here
well,
comes
we had an
Sylvester.
exciting,
They're all
third
back here.
period. I think this lead's going to be a little bit too much to overcome with the talent on this Westerville South team. Plus, they're a very well-coached team. Like I said, this is the first time any of us have had a chance to check out these teams and to do a ball game over here at Westerville South. And be sure and we'll let everybody know that next Friday night is maybe one of the rematches of the year right here in Central Ohio. And it's going to be an exciting time. Dublin Jerome is going to bring their one-loss record in to face Westerville South with only 1 loss, and it just happens to be the Dublin Jerome boys.
Well, and the Westerville South boys, as I heard, they're in the lead. So once again, they'll probably have 18, 19 wins coming in to face Jerome with about the same. 17, 18.
Yeah, and that very easily could be the game that decides their conference championship. I don't know if there's another team in the conference that only has 1 loss. Have you seen, Rick? Because Bradley's got a couple losses, Darby, Central. So this could decide their conference championship.
Should
next
be a
Friday
good
night.
one, no
next
doubt.
Friday night.
Should be a good one.
Good pass off to Cox. Fits it in. Smith, no good. Patterson's back on the court. So is Moore for Westerville. Cox with the rebound in the bucket.
Is that Jessica Cox? She's done a nice job.
She's got 13. Yeah, Patterson and Moore both back into the ball game. Bad pass, it was kicked. Ball will stay with Westerville South as we're 7.5 minutes left in our ball game. 45-29.
Got to make this run now if you're Darby. Down 16. Got to get it to 10 with about 5 minutes left.
Patterson for 3. That one was tipped. Rebounded by Cox. Alakusin. Nice pass to Smith. It's blocked.
Good
Got away with
defense.
a foul.
Good block by Aubrey Sylvester.
Good hustle by Jessica Cox.
Yeah, and here we are up in the cheap bleachers and making calls at the officials on the field.
Are you saying that because they let us in free?
Yeah.
Oh, good job by Moore to pull it down. Watch her back. 3-pointer in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Moore. No foul call, but there's a foul right there on number 2, Alakusin. That is her 4th, the team's 6th. Shooting 2 shots, number 24, Aaron Sylvester.
Well, she either had to commit the foul or give up a layup. So
First one. No good.
she saves at least 1 point, maybe 2.
But you don't want her on the bench with 4
Yeah,
fouls.
I know. She's been a good heads-up type player.
Interesting style here. Running backwards and then walk out.
Second one. No good as well, but rebounded by Moore. And Moore was trying to find Patterson, but Patterson wasn't there.
Yeah.
Got to get Aaron Sylvester with a little different style. I don't like the running up to the foul line and then shooting the ball. Too many steps, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to get up there, take 3 dribbles, and drill a shot. Forget that fancy dance work.
Yeah.
Sack gave it off to Carter. Ball's on the floor. Jump ball going to go to Westerville.
Did you shoot free throws too, Dave?
Sure. I had to shoot and get free throws one time to win the championship.
You blew them both?
They fouled me. No. That's my scoop shot when I drive.
I'll have to take you on as a foul shooter.
Bruce Schnabel,
you
he
better
taught
be
me
able to
that
hit
shot.
8 out of 10 to beat me.
That scoop shot used to be a pretty popular shot, Rick.
You
That's
better
right
hit
before your time.
You better hit 8 out of 10, Dave.
Oh,
or
I
you're
can
not
hit
winning.
8 out of 10. Don't worry about that.
But consistent.
Now, well, I can probably hit 7 out of 10 with my left hand.
Aubrey Sylvester gets fouled by Smith.
So how about that? I mean, you know,
all right.
That's pretty good there, isn't it? But see, you got to remember, I only play once a week.
I played once a decade lately,
well,
and I'm
okay.
still not sure you could beat me.
Yeah, I know.
But, with taking
2
the
shots.
ball to the basket, sure. Let's shoot some free throws. Let's see
shoot free
someday.
throws.
All right, let's go.
First one for Sylvester's good. Foul was on number 21, Maddie Smith. That's her first, team 7th. 6:32 left to go in the game. 46-29. Still one more foul shot coming up for Sylvester. Shot is up and good.
Nice stroke. Nice
Yes,
stroke.
I liked it.
Here comes, they're still got the full court pressure on.
Sack to Carter. Carter all the way across court.
Good passing.
Cox, one-on-one, gets fouled
Yeah.
by number 24, Aaron Sylvester.
Nice aggressive move by Miss Cox.
That's
Going
her.
right straight to the hoop, drawing the foul.
That's the 3rd charge to Sylvester.
And we've already seen she's a nice free throw shooter.
Yep, she's got 13 points.
Nice.
First
nice
one's
stroke.
good.
Nothing but net.
Yeah. See how she bends her knees? Good style. Nice and flexible.
Second one, good as
Nice,
well.
nice.
15
Nice
points on the
form.
night
Yep,
for
nice
Jessica
form.
Cox.
Rotation. $1 hot dogs, Dave.
More.
Oh, wow.
Once they get to free, we're eating
Gives it
them,
off. Good pass over to Patterson. Step back jumper, no good. Moore brings down the rebound.
Nice job inside.
She's playing like a player possessed here this evening. Sylvester with the jumper, no good. Another rebound by Moore, and she gets it knocked out of bounds.
Well, she's got
by
nice size.
Darby.
And she gets herself positioned. She doesn't reach over the back.
19 points,
Good-looking ball.
having a great
good-looking
game.
ball player.
Having a great game.
Pass inside to her.
Patterson for 3, no good. Rebounded by McCarthy.
Yeah.
She gave it off to Sack. Sack, nice pass to Carter. Carter, what a
pass
no-look
inside.
kick out. Cox for 3, and it's
Nice
good.
job, Jessica Cox. Woo!
Still plenty of time here. It's 47-34, just a 13-point lead for Westerville South at the moment. Jumper, no good. And a foul against Smith. That's going to be a 1-and-1 for Aubrey Sylvester.
Audrey Sylvester, senior night, she plays hard in there. I like the way she plays
Yep.
defense. Hustles. You can tell she cares about this sport. But
This Westerville South squad looks like they'd be a good team in the tournament. They could
yeah, but
probably
what did
go
we
a ways.
say? Wait a minute. We're down.
First one, no good.
Darby's in the game,
Couldn't hit it.
guys.
And a foul against Patterson. That's her
They
third.
set down by 10 with 5 minutes to go. They're almost there.
A 1-and-1 coming up for Maddie Smith. at
South
Hilliard
can't put
Darby.
them away, Dave. Can't put them away.
Well, I think they've had this game pretty much in hand the whole time. I think they've kind of taken their foot off the gas
Maybe,
just
but
a little bit.
You can't play that way. You'll find yourself in the loser's bracket.
Well, you're probably right. Yeah, this isn't double elimination.
Right,
is it?
exactly.
Okay.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good by Smith.
Got to play hard for 32 minutes,
Yeah.
not 20, not 18, not 31, 32.
Well, these Darby girls, you can't take anything away from them. They've played hard
They're in
all
the
night.
game,
Yeah, they
Dave.
played hard all night long.
Get it down to 10 with 5 minutes to go, Rick. We're calling these things like money, aren't we?
Smith missed the second.
Yeah.
Patterson is
Offensive
called with the
foul.
charge.
Well,
Her fourth.
If you make turnovers like that, you can let a team right back in, but you got to score down the other end of the court, Tony.
Huge possession by
That
Darby.
shouldn't have been. That shouldn't be shots because it was an offensive foul.
Right.
No, it's out of bounds on the side.
Darby blast a 3. We're in single digits,
You got a
guys.
sub coming in. 32 for Darby's coming in, AJ. Who is that?
Number 32, Hambrock.
Okay.
Cox to Carter.
Nice
Carter.
passage. Oh, that's a trip.
McCarthy
That's a
is
trip.
fouled.
Yep. He's going in for the layup. He got tripped up. Good ball movement there. Darby's sharpened up on their passing here. Fourth quarter.
1
Guys,
and
don't
1 for
kid yourself.
McCarthy.
Darby's in this game. 4:59 down by 12.
Aaron Sylvester charged with her fourth. Team's
Get these free
10th.
throws.
This is a two-shot
Yes.
foul. First one good.
Free throw.
Trying to get it back to 10.
Oops,
Missed the second.
not quite.
Big rebound.
Oh.
Turnover.
Ball's back to Darby. Call a timeout, coach.
He's going to go to the bench, it looks like.
It's not over, guys.
Carter to inbound. Gets it in.
It's a drive inside.
McCarthy,
Nice.
no good.
Missed the
Rebounded by
layup.
Moore.
Oh.
Moore to Patterson. Patterson's all alone. And she gets it off the glass.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them run down the court like that in a few minutes.
That's a big turnaround there.
On the other end, McCarthy to Houston. Inside Hambrock. And a foul.
Yep. That was a big turnaround, Tony. They had a chance to cut it on down to 8 points. He turned it over,
Yeah,
went
and
the other way.
got
and
13. Big swing.
Yeah.
You're right.
Number 33.
4-point swing, really.
yeah.
That's her fourth.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people with 4 fouls right now. Hambrock shooting 2.
Guys,
4:32 left to go.
Don't kid yourself. We're in a game.
First one good.
Big
Well, that's
free
good,
throw.
good to see the Darby
Big-
girls have hung in
Big
there.
free throw here.
No,
Second
no
one,
good.
no good. Going. Oh, it's
That's
going to
ball.
stay
That's
with
the
Darby.
right call.
Darby's ball. Yeah, it was.
She wanted to call that towards
She didn't want to
Westerville
do it,
South.
did she, AJ?
No.
But she finally figured out the
Uh-oh.
call the right way. That's black ball, no doubt. Inbounds.
No.
That's a kick.
Almost a 5.
Yeah, almost.
4.89.
Yeah.
Right.
Should have an inbound play set up here. Let's see what happens. They need to get the ball in the hands of Cox.
Houston over to
There
Cox.
it is. There it is. Cox got the ball.
Drives.
Drive with the shot. No good. Uh-oh.
There they go.
Here they go. Off to the races.
Patterson stops and
Yeah.
puts it off the glass.
Yep. We saw that coming.
Houston goes over to Carter. Carter with the no look for 3 is second. It's good.
Shot.
Timeout. Full timeout taken by Darby. 4:03 left to go. 51-40. Westerville
Darby's
South in the
scrapping,
lead.
but they've just given up too many layups tonight, Tony, on the fast break.
Well, that's the key. That's when South on the bust outs
Yeah.
has been able to get this
Yeah.
lead built up to where they
How many
are.
buckets they've had on that, but I would say at least 10 buckets on that fast break. But it's been a very entertaining ball game tonight. Like I say, first time we've been into Westerville South, and this is kind of like a preliminary test.
Well, South can't shake them, Dave. They
for
can't
next
shake
Friday's
them.
big game with the boys in here at Westerville South. So we've had a lot of fun tonight covering
Oh,
the game.
yeah.
We appreciate everything. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. And be sure and tell your friends. Anybody watching it live? Rick, when's will the replay be available to anybody that wants to see it? Tomorrow morning. Okay, so tomorrow sometime the replay should be available if you'd like to tell your friends, family, Facebook pals, or whatever. Go back, check out the action. A lot of people probably out on a Friday night going to dinner. People that have a life or have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever.
Which that's where we're going to dinner after this.
Yeah.
You guys are buying and I'm eating.
Are you going to get your buddy Merck and
Let's
bring
try.
him along? Yeah,
I'm
point to
eating.
me. Rick
Guarantee
points
I'm
to
eating.
me, yeah. Mr. Jack Benny Jr. over there points to me. Thank you. Okay.
Full court pass. No.
Knocked away.
Oh.
Stolen.
Oh, it's going to stay with Darby.
Give me a 3 here and Darby's right in it.
We'll get the ball in Jessica Cox's hands, and you got a chance for a 3.
She's going to get the inbound, it looks like.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. She drove last time. Let's see what she does this time.
She gave it to Carter. Nice pick. Carter tried to kick it outside. Patterson working one-on-one. Gets the bucket.
What a move. How about that?
That's her 14th point.
Nice job.
Catching up with more. Cox has got 18.
Telling you, it's Pippen and Jordan for Westerville South out there.
That one stripped. Controlled. Cox goes up with it. No good. Jump ball. Possession stays with Darby.
Yeah, good hustle.
Good
by her.
hustle.
Yeah, she's all over the floor.
Patterson and Moore, 33 of Westerville South's 53.
Yeah,
Almost outscored Darby.
they're a tough 1-2 punch. No question about that.
Carter has to get it inbound.
Better throw it.
She does. Cox pulls it down. Looked like a touchdown pass.
Yeah, nice arm.
Carter gives it off. McCarthy.
There's a nice drive.
Carsey.
Yeah,
Good call.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yep.
I was waiting for it, and she finally called it.
She made the right decision. You're better off to attack from up on top in the center. That way you've got either wing to be able to dump it off.
But one of the rules, even you know, Dave, you got to put the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
Gets it in. Barely. Over Patterson. Gets fouled.
Yep.
That's going to be a 1-and-1. The foul is on number 10, Reagan Carsey.
Put these free throws away.
Patterson shooting 1-1. Front end, good.
Nice stroke.
$15 points.
Second shot, good as well.
Beautiful.
That's 16 points. Moore's got 19. Cox has got 18. All three players in double digits. Carter gonna drive, go up with it, and
Nice
it's good
move.
high off the glass.
Yeah, nice shot.
I get it inbounds.
Uh-oh.
Sylvester, nice pass. No good on the shot.
Darby's got to have a bucket on this possession. Must.
A drive and a shot.
No good. Here goes Patterson on the other end. Looking for a fast break. She goes up off the glass, and that's point number 18.
Smooth move there.
Can I start
15
singing?
point
Turn
lead.
out the lights.
I
the
hope-
party's over.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been saying that. I think they were
I
kind
think
of
now
toying with them a
where
little
we're
bit.
looking at now is to get these seniors out for a last round of applause at some point.
Yeah.
Getting close to that time. Not quite. Well,
Yep.
they took Adriana Vaniat out.
Boyette came out of the game. Nice pass. Alakusin is fouled by number 24, Erin Sylvester. That is her 5th. She is just fouled out, ladies and gentlemen.
And she's a senior playing her last
No.
home game.
Her 5th foul.
Played a good ball game in her last.
Both Sylvesters are coming out of the game.
And the fans give them a standing ovation.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
2 shots coming for Houston.
Always mixed emotions when you get to your last home game.
No good.
No good. 2 shots. 2 shots.
2:02 remaining in the game. 57-42. Westerville South in the lead. You're watching girls high school basketball on CampusNation.com. The Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports. Houston made the second.
I like her as a little point guard. I can't wait to follow her for the next 3 years. Good ball player, good point guard.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Patterson with the inbound pass. Under 2 minutes to go now. She'd be in triple team, double team. She's just dribbling all around it.
Yep.
Patterson trying to fit it into King. She does.
Uh-oh, King inside.
Nice hook shot by King.
She's tough in there.
Yeah. She's been open all night like that.
Good post move, liked it.
Houston gave it off. Step back jumper for 2, no good. Ball's going back to Westerville. 90 seconds left to go.
I mean, it's turn out the lights time, guys. There goes Moore out of the game. There goes Patterson out of the game.
Moore finishes with 19. Patterson finishes with 18.
What a 1-2 punch.
Just like Tony's been saying all night, it's Pippen and Jordan.
Yep, It sure was.
Nice pass. Tried to fit it into Ivy, but could not do it. Sek. Nice pass. Hambrock. No good. Rebounded by King. She's so tall, she just pulls it down. There she goes. And the bucket counts. Number 30. Caitlin Duffy with the bucket, and she gets fouled. They haven't been able to claim a 20-point lead yet. They're only at 18. Chance to make it 19.
Gets in the scoring column. I like it at the end.
Well, Tony, I think you can see the Westerville South just has too strong of a bench. They've got a lot of players they can interchange. They ran the second squad in there at one time, and second squad looked pretty cohesive. Just a lot of talent.
Yeah, good win. Good solid win for South.
Yeah. There's just a lot of talent out here in the Westerville South. Plus, they got good size, too. You know, you can't coach size.
Playing at home,
Ashley
11 and
King, 6'2", only a junior.
Playing an opponent with 2 wins. You know, hey,
Yeah.
deck stacked against Darby tonight.
Yep.
Carter to inbound.
But give Darby credit. Playing on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Struggling with her record. Still played hard the full game. Well-coached team.
Yep.
Give them credit for playing hard. Overmatched talent-wise, but played hard.
Yeah.
Shot up, no good. Rebounded. And a jump ball. Ball will stay with Westerville South.
It's been a lot of fun watching this game
Yeah,
all night
girls
long.
can feel it now. They're all laughing and enjoying their win. But Darby's still playing tough defense.
Almost a steal.
Nice pass up to King. King puts up, gets fouled, and misses the bucket.
Ooh.
Coach Williams wanted that one. 2 shots coming up for Ashley King. Foul. Number 32, Grace Hambach. Her third. First one for King is no good.
Okay.
They can't get over that 20-point plateau. Second one, no good as well. Too short, but they get the rebound. Ivy gives it back to Karen. 30 seconds to go. Carter dribbling.
Play to the buzzer, girls. Play to the buzzer.
Carter, nice pass to Hambrock, and she is fouled.
King.
by
She okay?
King.
She's sprawled on the floor.
That's just her second.
Let's see if Ashley's okay. Teammates help her up.
Yeah,
She's giggling about it.
Yeah.
She's fine. She
Good
probably
hustle.
got dead legged, is what it looked
Yeah.
like.
right. You don't want to get hurt in a game like this.
There's been a lot of girls who went on the floor tonight.
Yeah, but you don't want to get hurt with
No,
19
no.
seconds
Not
left
19 seconds.
with a 19-point lead.
First one good.
Darby's been a good free throw shooting team, I think, all night. You know it?
Yeah, the score could be a lot worse
Oh,
than
yeah.
what
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
For what it was, free throws kept them in the game.
That missed the second one.
Second one.
Yep.
Charge.
Yep. That was a good call.
That one's against Duffy. Her fourth.
Just can't run over the defensive player. They're entitled to a little bit of space on the floor.
Carter inbound. She wasn't able to save it.
One of the fans reached out and grabbed her from hurting herself. That's one of the things where I think Darby's going to have to practice. Their inbound play down underneath their bucket, it hasn't been very effective tonight.
The inbound pass going to Duffy. 10 seconds to go. And stolen away.
Darby's going to try and score here at the end. Drive. Oh, nice shot. As the buzzer goes off, number 10 put that in. That was a nice move. She came up with the steal, went clear down court, and scored a nice running flip jumper. That's the ball game, 62-46.
Westerville South with a win.
Yeah, one of the South
Convincing
girls
win.
is down on the floor here a second. Let's see if she's okay.
Again, that's
She might
you
have
don't
bumped
like
her
to,
knee.
you don't want to see people get hurt at the buzzer with a 16-point lead.
I don't know whether she got a cramp, whether she's just got a cramp or she's. Looks like that's what they're doing, trying to massage her calf a little bit.
Good ball game. Good win for
Yep.
South. Heading into tournament time.
Yes, it looks like South will improve their record to 12-8, 2-14 for.
I mean,
Okay, we're back with you guys. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here from Westerville South. Did you catch that final score, Tony?
62-46.
62-40.
Westerville South over Hilliard Darby. This has been a pleasure. I had a lot of fun. Invite me out again. I'd love to do it again. I look forward to your broadcast, especially next week with South and Jerome boys.
Yeah.
Big battle of two top 10 Division I teams. Tonight was a lot of fun here on senior night at Westerville South, and it was a pleasure working with you, Rick, and AJ, and Dave, and let's do it again.
Yeah, very good. Okay, and we'll remind everybody, campusnation.com, and the replay should be up probably about 6 a.m. or so. You guys can go back, tell your friends, share it all you like, and stay tuned for exciting boys basketball next Friday night here at Westerville South, the rematch that everybody's been talking about for the last month or so. Dublin Jerome comes in to take on Westerville South in a game that will probably decide their conference championship.
And as we say goodnight, we want to say go Wildcats.